Okay, I am starting my trail. I'm not exactly sure. I've actually been on the road for a few days already, and this is basically my first solo hike. I am in New River Gorge. Sorry, bird. I am in New River Gorge. I went down to, so my trip started in, obviously, Michigan, and I drove down to North Carolina to visit a friend. I was down there for a couple days, and then we did hike on one of the days, but it was just a short hike, and we were visiting, and I didn't want to film that one. And so yesterday morning, I had left North Carolina and drove up to West Virginia, and I went to the New River Gorge Army campground, and so that's where I went, and I ended up getting caught by a really, really bad storm. It was a severe thunderstorm, flooding, all the things, so zero hiking yesterday. And then today, I woke up really early and I decided to drive to a trail that I want to do. I've never been on this trail before. It is called Endless Wall to Diamond Outlook or something. The name is escaping me right now. But I was here by myself, but by the time I got all my stuff together and changed my clothes and did all the things, there was quite a few people pulling in the parking lot, so I'm hoping it's not too crowded. It's a small parking lot, so I'm hoping it's not too crowded. But the trail is about 5.5 miles, and it is considered moderate, so should be pretty good. I will show you the trail from what I'm on right now. It is supposed to rain later today, but not for another 4 hours, I believe, so I'm hoping that I missed that. If not, well, I guess I'm getting wet, but I did bring my raincoat, so I will have that. Okay, let's get started. I think this is a little side trail that leads to an overlook, so I'm going to go check it out. Pretty steep down. Oh, wow. Wow. Gotta watch my step so I don't fall off. Oh, wow. Beautiful. It's pretty far down. Definitely don't want to fall. Sorry for any of you who are afraid of heights. That was unnerving or not. Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm walking over to kind of the other side of that overlook. I was just down over there. Kind of wanted to see what this one looked like over here. Oh, you can see the water. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I just met a really lovely couple. Whew, it is humid, super humid, but I just met a really lovely couple. I took their picture over at the lookout, and they were just kind of talking about places I visit. Okay, sorry about that. Back to what I was saying. So anyway, I met this lovely couple, and we were talking about places that I've been, and they were just kind of asking me, where I'm from, all the things, and I told them, they told me they were from Kentucky, and I told them that had one of my favorite hiking places, which is the Red River Gorge, and it is literally in their backyard. So we got to talk, and they were telling me about places I should visit the next time I go down there, that their county is starting to, have restaurants, and, they're trying to appeal to the people. There's places that are on the Indian Creek River that have like cabins that overlook the water. And anyway, I was writing notes in my phone about some of the places they were telling me about, because I will definitely check out their town, which I'm always looking for, a smaller town with not a lot of crowds, and kind of where I can just have peace and quiet. Even though towns don't bother me, big crowded places technically don't bother me, but sometimes when I'm out doing these hikes, I prefer, hold on, let me show you. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to attempt to this side. We have had a ton of rain in the area. I will probably put in some clips of the storm that I was in last night, and it was so relaxing to sit there and listen to the thunder and rain. I don't know where I'll put those clips in, but I'll put them in somewhere. So this hike is an out and back, if I didn't mention that before. I tend to like loops better than out and backs, but sometimes, that's not the case. So I'm glad that the trail isn't as flooded as I was expecting. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, so I expected the trails to be a little bit more flooded than this, so I'm glad it's not, because the amount of rain they've had down here in the last few days have been quite a bit. All right, I'm going uphill, so sorry if I'm huffing and puffing, and it's super humid. So the air seems thick to breathe in. I wonder if we're gonna have another outlook. It kind of looks like it opens up over there. I'm pretty sure I was right there a little bit ago. Looks like you can walk right along that ridge over to the next one. I think I'm gonna try it. I know this is not exactly the trail, but you know, we're on an adventure. Let's see where it takes us. Look at that tree growing on that ledge. How cool. So I'm pretty sure I'm standing on that ledge that the rocks were hanging over the edge from the last lookout point that I was on. I'm pretty sure these are the rocks that protrude way out. See, you kind of walk this way and they stick way out over the ledge. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, Just passed by a couple coming the opposite way that I'm heading, or came towards me, so they're coming from the way that I'm heading right now, and they just saw a bear. So I am going to keep my wits about me, and hopefully the guy did say that he kind of got spooked and the bear kind of ran off, but I don't really know where. So I'm just gonna definitely keep my eyes and ears open so I don't spook it and it attack me or anything like that. Heaven forbid. And there's a family that's behind me with some young kids. So hopefully the bear's long gone. All right. Okay. So I decided to get my whistle and stuff out only because I saw movement further in the woods, and as I didn't see what it was, it could have been a deer for all I know, but because I didn't see what it was, I decided to get my whistle out. Spider webs. Which I don't get how I run into spider webs and when there have been multiple people through this trail already. I'm hoping that bear's long gone. Hoping it got spooked. Oh, here's another overlook. Hold on. Look at this beautiful tree. Very wooded. Well, it says there's a lookout point, but it's super overgrown. I don't know if I should attempt it. Not too bad. I don't know how good the views are going to be, but we'll see. It is starting to get really warm out. It looks like the clouds are starting to come in. That's kind of the direction I'm heading over there. It still looks pretty blue. I wish we had like smell-o-vision, because right through here it smells like flowers, and I don't know where the flowers are coming from, but it also just smells like, I don't know how to explain it, like after a fresh rain. It's just absolutely incredible. Let's see where this leads. Doesn't look like much of a view out this way, but wow, you can really hear that water. Yeah, not much of a view as opposed to all the other ones we've seen.